What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are still coming off of the severe loss of realizing that the motor in the white Corvair is seized. But we are continuing on with Corvair content. We now have my Chop Top 65 Monza that's on air suspension in the lift bay for the first time in what seems like forever. I haven't driven this car in probably 8 months. I mean, it hasn't been a year, but it's close to it, I think. But I haven't been driving it because I've had a plug that keeps getting spat out in the right rear tire. When I first moved here to Chattanooga from New Hampshire 3 years ago, this month actually, it's been 3 years, I put brand new tires on the back of the Corvair. I decided to take advantage of my father's tire machine and use that one last time before I moved here, because I knew once I moved here I was gonna have to go to someone else to get my tires mounted for now. So I put 2 brand new tires on this thing, and it wasn't a month that I was here, I came home with a screw in each tire at the same time. So I've plugged them. The driver's side rear is held till this day. The passenger rear has just been so close to the sidewall that it just keeps spitting plugs out. And I finally ordered tires, finally. So I've had a lot I want to do on this thing, small stuff, but I want to change the oil. I want to reseal some stuff on the motor. We're leaking oil. It was over here in the bay. I've got the 1000 SP in now. I mean, we're a mess. It's doing typical Corvair stuff. But I kind of bought duplicates of some parts because when I did, I thought we were going to be running the white Corvair by now. And we aren't, so I now have duplicate parts. But these are valve cover gaskets. Again, duplicates of stuff. We've got 2 Continental belts, 2 oil filters, because again, planned on changing the oil in both Corvairs, and 2 sets of fuel filters. These are the stone filters that go in the carburetor. Got some Champion spark plugs, which we will probably put in the Monza, but also have some exhaust manifold to exhaust system gaskets shortly. I'm going to be redoing the exhaust system on this car. So I'm excited. I have been neglecting this car in a massive way. In a nutshell, car sat for 41 years in Chelmsford, Massachusetts, behind a body shop. I bought it in 2013. My father and I got it running. We custom built all the suspension, custom control arms, tension rods up front, raised towers. We've essentially raised everything in the car to get it to lay floor pan. So front frame rails, floors, and rear differential bolts sit on the concrete. But we also did a 2-inch roof chop, which some of you guys may have seen these patchwork patterns. These here I used from the excess pieces of roof to cover my seams. And if you guys want to see this whole build, go back. I think it's one of the highlighted videos on the channel. I talk about this whole build process. I did not have a YouTube channel at the time that my father and I built this car. So that's a quick summary of the car. 2-inch roof chop, lots of custom suspension to body it onto the pavement on air suspension. 1985 3-piece Japanese Southern Ways Epsilons. Now, also later in this episode, which is probably what the thumbnail is, we're going to talk about a set of wheels that I finally acquired for this car, but it's been a set of wheels I've wanted to acquire for years now. It's a dream set of wheels. I finally acquired a set, but those wheels aren't ready to go right on the car right now, so the 2 new tires are going to find their way onto the Epsilons, so at least I can drive it by the end of this episode. These are Nexen and Farah SU1, I believe? Yes. So these are a 205/40 16. And like I said, I have them on the front. And for some reason, when I bought the rears, I couldn't get them. So I ended up with a Federal. But for now, just got another pair of the Nexen and Farahs to match the fronts. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Oh, man. So this patch is right on the edge of the tread. And the second I had a screw that close to the sidewall, I figured it wouldn't be patchable. To be honest, the first patch held for a few months. So I drove it just fine, holding air. Then it started to spit plugs. And I think this is like my 3rd plug that has come loose and been spit out. So we're done. We're putting tires on it. Well, let's get the truck started, and we'll head over to my friend Perry and Hal's shop, Quick Everett's Garage. You guys have seen him on the channel before. Since I don't have a tire machine here at my new shop, we run over to Quick Everett's Garage, and they take care of us over there. Not for 4 parts. All right, we're back with Perry. We're at Quick Everett's.
John's back.
Probably.
How much of a mess can we make this?
Probably another bead blast job, as always. For the record, and I say this every time, a 205/40 16 on 9.5, I've put on without a blaster before. But I think I just get lucky sometimes. See? No, I told you, like, no bead blaster, no noise. It just quietly just rolls into the sea. No bead blasters.
No bead blasters.
It's like 2 bead blasters normally.
I don't think with that big barrel you're going to need a bead blaster.
No. I know when I roll up here, you guys get all like, oh no.
Well, we do get a little excited, but it's always fun.
It's always something different.
Oh yeah. It's Monday, John. Can't do it on a Wednesday.
I don't know what day.
First thing in the morning.
I don't know what day it is.
Cars and Coffee yesterday.
All right, no bead blasters. Look at that. Look at that.
2 for 2.
And it usually won't make any noise. It'll just float right up to the bead. All right, we're back from Quick Everett's Garage. I'm really grateful to Hal, Perry, and the boys at Quick Everett's for always helping me mount tires when I need them mounted. All right, we're back down on the ground. Wheels are torqued, even though I don't film everything. Rear wheels are torqued. We've got it aired back down to, honestly, quite a little bit higher than I normally drive it at. And that's because I want to show you guys what I got for wheels. Now, we would test fit them on the car, but they're not 5x120. So, many of you guys may already know what these are, or that I've been looking for some forever. But I finally found and purchased a set of vintage BBS E50s. I almost can't believe these are here right now. Now they are in original condition, as you can clearly see. But for those of you guys who don't know, these are magnesium centered 3-piece motorsport wheels. And what makes this set really cool is that it's a complete set. They're all 1982. They even still have the BBS Motorsport lips and barrels. The dead giveaway of BBS Motorsport barrels and lips are this aggressive roll down right here. How the lip comes up and rolls over to give it strength. And the barrels. You can see how they roll down aggressively and almost face the inside of the wheel again. The lips and barrels are aluminum and the faces are magnesium. Just such a cool set of wheels. I've wanted a set forever. I think I'm starting the era of collecting wheels and keeping them. And although that is incredibly expensive and wheels are not as cheap as they used to be, especially vintage motorsport wheels, I think it's worth it. But I mentioned they are not 5x120. These are 5x130 and were originally on a Porsche 911. Which also makes them more expensive because anything Porsche and anything 5x130 is already taxed. And Elliot from 944 Barn knows this all too well because Porsche 944s are also 5x130. So he deals in 5x130 wheels and parts. And that is who I found these wheels from. And I had to pull the trigger. I did. We've got so many projects on right now. The Corvair doesn't really have to have different wheels. And I know a lot of you guys will probably argue that the Epsilons look best on that car, and I might agree with you. And honestly, the original plan was BBS E50s. Before the Craigers, before the Epsilons, these were the wheels. I've even had friends Photoshop the car on E50s long before this day where I finally have a set. So as you guys can see right here, we have some vintage BBSs already on the 1000 SP. Those are 1978 BBS Mali RAs. And I've decided for now to keep them in as is condition. I kind of polished the lips up a little bit, but I've left the faces, the original BBS gold, the car that they found themselves on. I think they fit perfectly. This is the best we can do right now because I have not ordered adapters yet, because I also haven't decided how I want to rebuild these wheels. Now I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. There's a plethora of automotive enthusiasts that watch this channel. There's different styles of wheels. Now some of you guys may have seen the zero lip style of wheels, and the BBS E50 is one of those wheels that best suits the zero lip look. Let me know if you guys like the 5-spoke look more than the mesh look. But also, let me know if you guys think this car would look great with a zero lip setup. Now, I've always wanted to build a zero lip setup for a car. I think it looks really cool. It has that like dually drop center wheel look, which is what we inadvertently did on the BMW 700. But I will say, I am a deep lip fan. And that's how these wheels originally came. We all know the 935 911s had mega deep lips, the Lamborghini Countaches. A lot of the 80s era race cars that had BBS motorsport wheels on them had deep, deep lips. I think I'm partial to having some lip, a 3 or 3.5 inch lip in the rear. Maybe the same up front because the Epsilons are a square set right now. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking deep lip all around. I don't know. All right, well, that's enough wheel talk. I'm super excited about the E50s. Let's get this thing started. Let's back it out. Let's go get some ice cream in it. I've been itching to drive this car for a long, long time. Let's go drive it. All right, we're outside the shop for the first time under its own power in quite a while. Where are we going?
Hopefully to get ice cream.
We are going to get ice cream. We're gonna go see our buddies at Dubs.
I think they're closed.
They might be. It's Monday. Everything's closed in Tennessee on Monday. Either way, we're gonna go find some ice cream. All right, we're doing it. We're driving the Corvair. All right, so Dubs is closed. Our buddy Jordan, who makes amazing ice cream, so Baskin-Robbins it was. Probably for the better because it's a shakedown drive and we're not too far away from the shop. So cool to see that thing outside though. I don't know, what do you think? Epsilons or the E50s?
It's gonna be a hard toss-up because I love the way that car looks just like that.
I don't know. I've had those wheels on that car for 10 years. Start 'em young. right, guys, next day. Had a successful drive out with the Corvair last night. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Just a quick update on the Corvair. Wanted to get it back on the road. Stoked to have new tires on it. So again, thanks to Perry over at Quick Everett's Garage for mounting those up for me. But if you guys are partial to the 5-spoke Epsilons on the Corvair, fear not, because rather than selling the Epsilons, we have another Corvair that we're gonna bag, and those Epsilons can live on. So believe it or not, I'm actually more stoked to see these Epsilons in that color on the white 4-door. Honestly think that white 4-door will pull off these wheels much better. Would love to just get it running and driving, and then we can focus on suspension fabrication and maybe a door handle right here. No B-pillar, door handle right here. You know what I'm talking about. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It's helping it grow in a massive way. 2024 has been an incredible year so far for the channel, so thank you again for all of your guys' support. We'll see you in the next episode.